Hadith 6. 3 people whose dua is surely accepted. An Abi Hurairata radillahu anhu qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam thalathatan wa turadu da'awatuhum sa'imu hatta yuftira wal imamul adlu wa da'awatul mazlume yarfa'uhu lahu fawqal ghamame wa yuftahu laha abwabu sama'i wa yaqulu rabu izati walan suranaka walau ba'ada hinin. And this is narrated by Ahmed Tirmidhi. Abu Huraira, God be pleased with him, reports that the Messenger of God, divine contact upon him in wholeness, said, there are 3 peoples whose supplication is not rejected: the fasting person, until he breaks his fast; the just ruler; and the oppressed person, whose supplication God lifts above the clouds and opens it into the doors of the paradise. And God says, I swear by my honor, verily I shall assist you, even though it may be after some time. Note, in Al-Durr al-Manthur, it is reported from Aisha radiyallahu anha that when Ramadan appeared, the color of Rasulullah's face used to change. He then used to increase his salah, become even more humble in his dua, and show even more fear of Allah. According to another report, he hardly ever lay down in bed until Ramadan came to an end. Further, it is stated that the Malaika, the unfallen angels, carrying the Arsh, the divine throne, and say, Ameen, we confirm this, to the dua of those who fast. Numerous are the ahadith stating that the fasting person's duas are answered. When Allah has so promised, and as truthful Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, well, God only called the best of humanity to that role, but had informed us there should be no doubt whatsoever about the truth of these promises. It is so strange that in spite of all this, we still find such people who apparently do not get what they pray for. They ask and do not receive, but this does not mean that their prayers have been rejected. One should at this point understand what is meant by a dua being answered. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has informed us that when a Muslim prays for anything from Allah, on the condition that he does not pray for breaking off from his near relation or for anything sinful, definitely receives one out of the following 3 things. He gets the exact thing which he asked for. If that is not received, then Allah either removes from his path some great calamity in exchange for whatever he desired, or the reward for that thing which he prayed is stored for him in the akhirah, the hereafter. Another hadith states that on the day of Qiyamah, resurrection, God will call his slave and say to him, O my slave, I used to command you to ask of me and promised to answer. Did you beg of me? The slave will answer, Yes, I did. Then God shall reply, You did not put forth any prayer which has not been accepted. You prayed that a certain calamity should be removed, which I did for you in the worldly life. You prayed that a certain sorrow should be removed from you, but result of that prayer was not known to you. For that I fixed for you such and such a reward in the hereafter. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that a man shall again be reminded of each and every prayer, and he shall be shown how it had been fulfilled in the world, or else what reward had been stored for him in the hereafter. On seeing that reward, he shall wish that not a single supplication of his had been answered on earth, so that he could receive the full rewards only in the hereafter. Yes, supplication is indeed very important, and to neglect it at any time is a matter of great loss. Even when the outward signs seem to indicate that our prayer is not accepted, hope should not be lost, even from the lengthy hadith at the end of this booklet. It is clear that God, in accepting supplication, considers first of all our own good and welfare. Should God find that granting us whatever we request from him is for our welfare and interest, he grants it, otherwise not. Actually, it is God's favor on us that we do not always get what we ask for, because very often, due to our lack of understanding, we beg for things that are not beneficial at a particular time. Here I must draw your attention to the fact that men as well as women suffer from a bad habit of cursing their children in their anger and sorrow. Beware of this, as laid down by Allah. There are certain occasions when, whatever prayer be made, it is immediately accepted. So, sometimes due to our own stupidity, the child is cursed, and when the effect of that same curse comes upon the child and lands him into a calamity, the parents go about crying and complaining. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam commands us not to curse ourselves, our children, possessions, our servants. Let's ask for people to be guided. Let's ask that they be stopped from doing wrong for what's good for them. It is just possible that the curse is spoken at a time which all requests are granted, especially in Ramadan, which is full of such special mustajab, accepted moments. Hence, in this month, great care should be taken. Amar, God be pleased with him, narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Whoever remembers God, the Most High, in Ramadan is definitely pardoned, and one who seeks a favor from God Most High is also not refused."